You're here, I'm here, good music's here to be played and to be talked about. This is Alan Reacts, I'm Alan, your host. If I've earned your subscription by the end of this video, I'll be ever so grateful. But most of all, I want you to have a good time. I'm Alan, this is Alan Reacts. See you on that side of the tape. So we're here right now with Billy Strings. Another day, another dollar, as my dad used to say. Time to get on with the song. But before we get into it, I do know who Billy Strings is, and he's actually on the channel with Marcus King, and Marcus King appears on his own a few times. I love Marcus King. I think he's just stunning. And I only saw them both play together, and I was like, oh, hello, this gentleman can play. But how can he play? What's his origin? We're going to find out today. Hopefully we'll learn together. That's all I can tell you until we get into the song. Let's crack on.
I ain't slept in 7 days, I haven't eaten 3. Methamphetamine has got a damn good hold of me. My tweaker friends have got me to the point of no return. I just took the lighter to the bulb and watch it burn. This life of sin, it's got me. Well, it's got me back in prison once again.
I love it. When a song just takes you straight in, right? And we'll talk about Bluegrass later on and some of the origins that I know, Billy Monroe, etc. But I just love the tempo. And the tempo often confuses me with songs like this. So I need to hear it more, guys. Let me stick with me, please, and we'll get into it some more.
I use my own phone call to contact my daddy. You got 20 long years for some dust in a bag. Well, if I would have listened to what Mom and Papa said, I wouldn't be locked up in prison, troubled in my head. But I took that little pop and sucked until my mind was spun. I got 20 years to sit and think of what I've done. This life of sin, it's got me. Well, it's got me back in prison once again. I used my own phone call to contact my daddy. Got 20 long years for some dust in a baggie.
Oh, we're going to pull that back. So, the Bluegrass movement kind of stems from, I think, what... I'm going to get in trouble with this with my American friends on the audience, but I think it's a representation of what America is. Yeah. You take the British Isles settlers, Scottish, Irish, English. You then take that music into the Appalachian Mountains. You then take that influence and you draw some African-American music, some blues and jazz. You put it in a hot spot and you get the Bluegrass Boys and you get Bill Monroe and you get this just beautiful hybrid, I guess, but it stands on its own. And that sound, when you listen to this song, right, you've got this beautiful upbeat tempo and you've got three of the main purposes there: standard bass, mandolin and guitar. What's missing is a fiddle, but doesn't matter. And then the song's got this really, like, you know, get up there and get... It's actually quite a disturbing song. It's not nice. And we can look at the song at the end, but you'll see Marcus King on. You've seen Alison Krauss. Now, Alison Krauss is a crossover. She's done work with, I think I've got her 2 or 3 times on the channel. And she's a proponent of bluegrass, and she's taken that step of infusing it with, also taking her own step with country and stuff. And Bill Monroe, obviously, and I think Earl Scraggs. There's some names I'm familiar with on the peripheral because I've always listened to it, and I've also been heavily influenced by people like Chet Atkins, which is more country and crossover into pop. Same theory and idea about musicians and musical geniuses, musical icons taking their genre and going, okay, I'll take some of this and we'll add that in and I'll do that. So that's why I love this. It's there. I know its origins. I don't know enough about it, nearly enough about all the players in it. But watching that, let's pull it back a bit. That was just virtuoso stuff. And I'm sure it's not the best he can do. I'm sure there's other clips you guys are going to tell me about.
Sometimes I sit and wonder where my little life went wrong. These old jailhouse blues have got me singing this whole song. My life is a disaster. I feel so ashamed. In here where they call me by a number, not a name. This life of sin, it's got me in. Well, it's got me back in prison once again. I use my own phone call to contact my daddy. Got 20 long years for some dust and a baggie. I use my own phone call to contact my daddy. I got 20 long years for some dust and a baggie.
Beautiful. The song, it betrays, it's like a magician's sleight of hand, isn't it? You watch a magician and you think you're saying one thing, then he shows you another. This is an auditory sleight of hand. You listen to that up-tempo beat, but when you hear the song, you're like, oh, that's a clash in my brain. So it takes your brain 30 seconds to work it out before you realize you're actually liking it and your feet are stamping, but you know it's a sad song about the dangers of addiction and what happens to a life that's destroyed by dust in a baggie. When you put that all together and you put it in 2.5 minutes, oh, stunning. I know it doesn't appear enough on the channel, guys, but got years to come yet. I love that. I love the complexity, the simplicity, the origin of it, where it takes me on a journey. I love that sound. And I've got other artists. I've got Luke Combs, I've got Alison Krauss, I've got all sorts. I've got Lead Belly, I've got everybody on the channel. It's just, it's where I am at that moment in time. And I hope you stay with me, and I hope you get in the comments and share, and I hope you tell me what I need to do next. Hope you subscribe if I've earned it. But till next time, guys, that's enough from me today. Take care. I'll speak to you soon.